Hello, my name is Berkney Coleman. I work for Knox Thomas Elementary School. My presentation, Bridging the Technological Gaps in Education, Utilizing 3D Printing in Classrooms, is here to help bring the innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, and laggards together in order to see how we can utilize 3D printing at Knox Thomas Elementary School. We will also be able to see how these 5 categories of people are represented within our Bible, how Christ used these people when he was here on earth. First, let us talk about the different types of people within an innovative social system. The first group are the innovators. The innovators are people who like to experience new ideas. They are able to cope with less successful innovators and have complex technical knowledge. The second group is the early adopters. The early adopters are more limited to the boundaries of their social system. They are able to hold more of a leadership role. Their attitudes towards innovations are important, and their leadership decreases the uncertainty people may have about the innovations. This group approves new ideas by adopting them. The third group are the early majority. The early majority have good interaction with other members, but they do not have as good of a leadership role as early adopters. Their interpersonal networks are extremely important in the process. They are able to adopt the innovation right before the other half of their peers do. The decision time of an early majority takes longer than innovators and early adopters. The fourth group is the late majority. The late majority makes up 1/3 of all the members who wait until the majority of all members adopts the innovation. They are very skeptical about new innovations. The economic necessity and pressure can lead them to adopt the new innovation. Once their interpersonal networks of close peers persuade them to adopt, they will. The fifth and final group are the laggards. The laggards have the most traditional view. They are also the most skeptical about the innovations and change. Laggards are the most localized group within the system. Their networks include members from the same category, the laggards. They have absolutely no leadership skills. This group makes sure the innovation works properly before they adopt it. Their decision-making process takes a long time. Innovators, early majority, and early adopters are probably the most important groups for 2 reasons. The first reason is they are the groups who show the most leadership skills. The second reason is because they take a chance on new innovations without thinking too much. How can I utilize the innovators, early adopters, and early majority groups at Knox Thomas? These groups can help spread the positivity of 3D printing by word of mouth to the rest of their peers. They can also begin using different models and software in order to see which is the best fit for Knox Thomas. They are able to show how all students can use 3D printing, not just certain groups of students. These groups are able to show how to bring in art in all course subjects. We can also use cross-curriculum to help broaden our students' minds. These groups can also have 1 or 2 classes begin using different softwares of various age ranges in order to see the advantages of 3D printing. In the Bible, we were able to see Christ himself as an innovator. He was the main leader. He created the heavens and the earth, which in my opinion was the first innovation of all time. Without the creation of the heavens and the earth, we would not be where we are today. By Christ dying on the cross and forgiving us by taking our sins away, he allowed us to have a new experience just as innovators do. How can we use the late majority and laggards of the school in order to use 3D printing within our classrooms? Investing in any new technology takes time and money. Late majority and laggard groups are extremely cautious of new ideas. We can use these groups in order to see the disadvantages and cost effects of the new different program and softwares that we're trying to consider. We can also use these groups in order to bridge the gaps in our technology within Knox Thomas, especially with our older generational teachers. They are able to look at what has happened in the past with technology and show how it was either helpful or not. In the Bible, Christ told Noah he needed to build an ark for when the floods came and wiped out everything. At first, Noah was skeptical, just like the laggards are with new innovations. Noah was made fun of and not liked by many people because of what he was being told to do and say. This did not help, as Noah did not have any leadership skills to make them believe what he was saying. God gave Noah many warnings about the floods. It was hard for Noah to have anyone listen to him until the day came that the ark he had built was needed. In summary, by working together among all 5 groups, we can ensure that we will bring the best new technological advances to our school for our students. We want to make sure everything we are doing is for our students so that we may give them the best possible education that they truly deserve. By leading our school the way Christ led his people can give us unimaginable results. It is important to see how Christ is as an innovator. We must step up and show our leadership skills as Christ did when he created the heavens and the earth, and as well as dying on the cross. Christ gave us the best innovation there is, the innovation of life. We must see and use how he has prepared us for the world and do good in it. This is how we can be the best person in school there is. Even by being like Noah and being a laggard, we can still do good. We may see things as more skeptical, but we take our time to make sure this is the commitment we want to make. As followers of Christ, we have always had the best leader in our corner to help us through what is right and even what is wrong. We must remember that when we go on to make new innovations within not only our lives, but the lives of our students and everyone that we touch daily, that we model our school in a way that Christ did. Here are the references used within this presentation. Thank you.